Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My School. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we have to sanitize. So let us take our sanitizer and rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing the number 5, arts and crafts. To start our lesson, boys and girls, we are going to write a number, and we're going to find that number on page 17. On page 17, we are going to be doing 5. We are tracing the number 5. Now, it's our job to make sure that we catch all the trace dots in order for us to trace the number 5 properly. Now, as you can see, it starts on the top line and ends with a little flick at the bottom. So let us try and trace the number 5 together. Let's take a look at the board. Now, number 5 has a cap, a short neck, and a big tummy. So this is exactly how we're going to write number 5. We're going to start on his cap, go down to his neck, then go round his big tummy, and his legs are behind him. Now remember, when you're writing the number 5, nothing is going in front of the tummy or going behind his back. His legs are in line with his back. So we want to try and trace him. I'd like you to please take your pencil and I'll take my chalk, and we're going to write number 5 together. So we start by going, let me use this hand. We'll start by going across with his cap, down with his neck and back, and then around his tummy, catching all the trace dots. We get to the bottom and we flick his legs. If you managed to do that, well done! Good job! Let's try it again. So we're going to start at the top where his cap is, and we go across, catching all the trace lines, down his neck and back, then with his round tummy, and we touch the bottom line and flick his legs behind him. Good job, everyone. Now let's do it for the last time together before you continue by yourself. We said we start at the top with his cap, down his neck and back, and round his big tummy, and flick his legs behind him. Well done, my friends. So remember, boys and girls, number 5 is very easy to write. You just have to say it out loud and also follow the trace lines. Take your time, because once you rush, that's how you make mistakes. I have a few things that have 5 in them on the board. I have 5 petals on my flower. Let's count them as we color. We have 1 petal, 2 petals, 3 petals, 4 petals, and 5 petals. Now our coloring is complete. But that's not the only thing that comes in 5s. We also have 5 fingers on one hand. Let's count the fingers on this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just like your hand, this hand has 5. And let's try the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have 5 fingers on the other hand. And then I have put 5 different creatures on the board. The first one is a mouse. Everyone, let's pretend we are a cute little mouse. Squeak, 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 squeak. The next one is of a monkey. Let's all pretend we are a monkey. The next one we have is a donkey. No, this is not the donkey from Shrek. This is just a donkey. Everyone, let's pretend we are a donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw. And then we have a duck. Everyone, let's pretend we are a duck. Quack, 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 quack. Then the last creature that we have is a dragon. Not just any dragon, a fire-breathing dragon. So let's pretend we are a fierce dragon that breathes out fire. Wow! So these are the 5 creatures that I have on my board. I would like you to please continue practicing tracing the number 5. And what else can you think that comes in 5s? You should tell me next time we see each other. But for now, let's move on to the next page, page 18. Now that we know what the number 5 looks like and we know how to trace it, it is going to be time for you to write it. Now I'd like you to please write a big number 5 in that box. Remember to start at the top with his cap, go down his neck and back, and make his big tummy. Make sure you do it first with your finger 3 times before you write it with your color or your pencil. So take your time, boys and girls. Don't rush with this one so that you can have the best 5 ever. When you're done with number 5, you can move on to the next number, number 19. On page 19, we're going to try and find pictures of a school in a newspaper or a magazine. And then we are going to cut it out and paste it on the page. Now, some of you are asking, Teacher, what is a magazine? Well, let me show you. I have a magazine here in the classroom. So this is a magazine, and I'm going to look through it and try and find pictures of a school. When I'm done, I will use a pair of scissors, I will cut my pictures and paste them in my booklet. I'd like you to also try and do the same. You can also use newspapers as well. So take your time with all the exercises, boys and girls. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have come to the end of our lesson. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Remember, if you're not sure what to do or you are a little confused, that's okay. You can always ask for help. Just make sure you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, it is time to sanitize. Remember, we sanitize by starting with rubbing inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder where Zoshi is. He said he was going to meet me after school. Hello, Zoshi. What's wrong? Do you want to go outside and play? Okay, so let us say goodbye to our friends by singing to them and then we can go outside. Are you ready? Okay. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, MyZone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.